Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Start begin the name of Allah, who is most merciful, Almighty. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to the lecture again. Uh, Last time, as we have studied about traits theory of leadership, and we discussed about in a leadership we study about the importance, the good, the good practices or the good styles of leadership, and as well as we study about the principles of a leadership. Then we are in here in this leadership that we will start that we will give to study two theories. Although we have a lot of theories, but we will study only two theories of leadership over here. One is that trait theory of a leadership. As I discussed that uh, these theories are developed by scholars, by researchers. They develop according to their perceptions, according to their studies, according to their research that they develop the theories. These theories are just illustrate or indicate the perception, the ideology of people. Now, say that as we discussed in previously about the traits theory of leadership, and we discussed till the end, then we stopped and we said that behavior theory of leadership we'll study in next week. Now, today we'll start behavior theory of leadership, but first, starting behavior theory of leadership, I'll give you a short overview of traits theory of leadership. Then we will moving on that. As we discussed in the traits theory of leadership, we discussed about we said that we discussed that we said that the perception of traits theory of leadership is that leaders are born. The people who develop this theory, those people who develop this theory, those people, their perception of what? Their perception was that leaders are born. Leaders are like they believe that leaders are, they say that leaders they're born with some sort of characteristics, some sort of traits. They are believing that these abilities, these skills that which leaders are practicing, that is God gifted, because no one be as their perception like that no one can be a leader in this world, because that these leaders came, there's built in, these characteristics are built in, it's came as Allah give them by the nature. But what happened that these are the perception, these are this theory of all those people who perceive like that the leaders are born not made. Now, as the third theory of leadership, the first theory which is came to the existence, that their belief, the belief system of the people, they believe that leaders are born. So as we can say that leaders, that furthermore, what is the perception, how they're what are their perception, we can say that the threats model of leadership based on the characteristic of many leaders, successful or unsuccessful. So they believe that threats means styles, or there we have the qualities, we have the characteristics of threats comes qualities, characteristics, styles we have. So it depends on every individual, whether a person is successful or unsuccessful. This theory believes that if a person follow these characteristics, so these characteristics, if a follow in a positive sense, he will be successful. If somebody doesn't follow these characteristics, he will be unsuccessful person. So as is the belief system of this theory is that is indicate is this theory protect the leadership effectiveness, leadership effectiveness. Now say that the result list of the theories, as we will discuss that list of the theories, compare of those. Now in list of the theories, now you are selecting that. Now selecting the list of among the list of the theories. Now see that you are evaluating that. Okay, fine. Like this person is having this kind of leadership style. Like for example, Ahmad is having these characteristics. Now what they are doing that, what people are doing that, then you're comparing these characteristics with somebody who is successful. Now you are observing that this person is successful, Mahmoud is successful person, and Ahmad is not successful person. Why? Then you're comparing the characteristic of Ahmad and the characteristic of Mahmoud. So what are the characteristic personality, the characteristic of their skills and personality that they have regarding their leadership? So they're comparing that. So in comparison, then you will evaluate who is the successful and which one is the unsuccessful, and what on the basis of what they are succeeded. So he like For example, Ahmad is following these skills, is successful. Mahmoud is following these skills, is unsuccessful. So on the basis of comparison, people start judging that. So as the trust theory of leadership has discussed that. So later on, so as we have discussed last time, we discussed about the trust theory of leadership. We said that in trust theory of leadership, we have some leadership traits. Now we have number one, as we discussed, that we have adaptability. We said that adaptability and flexibility. A leader must be adaptable and flexible. It means that adaptable and flexible, what does it mean? Adaptable means always learnable, new. It means that he all has nature of attitude of leader. A successful leader nature should be what? Adaptable, learnable, always ready to learn new things. Now flexible means that adjust himself in any kind of environment. Environments are changing, situations are changing. He or she himself should change. He or she, him or herself, should change according to the nature of situation, according to the people demand, desire. As the people natures are changing, he should also change yourself. So as they believe that those people who have the adaptability and flexibility nature, they are successful, and those who don't have this adaptability and flexibility nature, they are failure, as they believe that. Assertiveness. Next, we discussed about assertiveness. Assertiveness means that, as this said, leadership, as the trust theory of leadership believe that a leader must be assertiveness. Assertiveness means positive attitude, always looking for the positiveness, always looking for positive, uh, positive outcomes rather than for negativity. Rather than for negativity, he believes that trust theory of leadership. The belief is that a leader must be positive oriented person. Always look for the positivity rather than for negativity. Now, negativity and as well as aggressive, it shouldn't be like a act like a aggressiveness. It should be very calm, relaxed, assertive, positive, relaxed, and calm. Shouldn't be aggressive. Whatever making a decision should be very calm and relaxed, then act upon the his or her decision. Now, then we discussed about capacity to motivate people. Now, see, effective leader, trust theory of leadership had discussed that this is a built-in inside the people. Inside, like I said, that is people come with this capacity is built-in, that we must have the capacity to motivate others. Effective leader or outstanding leader is that he must have the capacity. Capacity means having the ability to inspire others. Now, leaders, as I say that at the big, and if you remember, we discussed the principle of leadership, and we discussed that there are some principles or there are rules or there that you must follow that. Now, there is another one thing, that capacity to motivate people. Now, you must have challenging vision, challenging objective, or so that with the help of that your vision, with the help of your ideology, you can inspire the people, you can motivate the people in order to gather them, in order to catch them. Your aim is what? Being a leader, your aim is what? To catch them with yourself, to drag them toward yourself, and in order to make them self-motivated. Now, when your employees or become self-motivated, so they were ready to kill themselves for you, they were even ready to sacrifice their life for you. So why? You must motivate them, because look, as we said that being a leader, you have to motivate them, you have to put them like a team, you have to gather them like a team rather than like a group. Now, do not put them like, see, in group and team is completely different. In groups, you assign them tasks, you give them tasks, only that you they perform that. But in a team, when you put them like as a team member, in a team member means you putting them, or you giving them as inspiration, and as well as you inspire them, and you're developing a spirit in them. Team means when you are putting them a team, it means you are developing spirit means jazba. So when they become a team, when they realize they're a team member, so the team member, all the team members, they're ready to serve their full energy in order to succeed your organization, in order to achieve your goals. Now, see, as we have discussed about that, so as discussed last time, we have discussed about said courage and resolution. The best leaders are brave and committed to the goals of the group. See, they do not hide their self they do not hide from the challenges. The best leader always facing the challenges, always they always, they always ready to face the challenges, never hiding him or herself. Now, whatever the challenge comes, so always they're trying, because their natures or what? Their nature of a leader, best leader is that who and her nature, his or her nature is like a solution oriented nature. Solution oriented nature means that they always finding solutions for a problem, rather than creating problems. Their natures are solution oriented, always, always trying to resolve the issues, finding out the solution for a problem. So because, the best leader always ready for challenges, acceptance, whatever happens, whatever the biggest challenge comes, so they're ready to face. They're always ready mentally, physically, they're ready to face any kind of challenges, as we discussed that. Now see that this another quality of that the best leaders, that as traits leaders, is talking about the creativity. Perhaps most importantly, great leaders not only possess their own creativity, but they also able to rise the creativity among the group of the people. Now, see, as we talk about the creativity, always thinking, coming with innovative ideas. Now, see, effective leader, the best leader, always 24/7, he or she is thinking about to bring innovations, bring new ideas, to bring new opportunities, to crack new opportunities, always thinking 24 hour 24/7, all collecting information, gathering the data in order to have much more information regarding his or her field, in order to be more creative, innovative. Now, if you want to be innovative, you have to be 24/7 active. You must be active about your competitors. You must know about your product design. You must know about your market. You must know about your own organization. You must know about your employees. You must know about your external about your customer. You must know about all the activities which is going on inside the organization and as well as outside the organization. You must know, you must be aware. So then it leads you toward creativity. Now, creativity, as we discussed that. Now, furthermore, how you can make your employees to be a creative. To be a creative. Now, you can be creative when you assign them tasks, when you utilize their mental power, when you motivate them, when you tell them when you guide them, motivate them, support them, when you provide all the facilities, resources for making them innovative or creative, then they will be able to bring creative, innovative ideas for you. So that, as we discussed in previous classes about these things. So move on, as we are. Uh, we discussed about these things. We discussed in previous class about decisiveness. We said that effective leaders that who make decisions, who make a great leader is capable of making decision and confident of his or her choices, make effective decisions on the basis of facts and figure, as we discussed about eagerness to accept responsibilities. The best leader, the strong leaders, is that who accept the responsibilities whenever face a failure. They always accept the responsibilities, and rather than start blaming game, they never go for blaming game, always accepting the responsibilities, and after that finding the issues and bringing solution for that mistakes or errors where they have made it, rather than they put the blame game. Who is responsible for that? They never go with the blame game. They always go for solution oriented, finding the problem where the errors are and bringing solution for that. Then always they are avoiding blame game. Now next we have emotional stability. Emotional stability means having strong on your emotions. How? Whatever happens, they never become a broke. No, their emotions won't become broke. Even their failure, even the company dissolve, resolve, completely finish, but they always looking positive and staying strong, and nothing will no, and they never feel their employees that something is happened there. So as I say that they always see, effective strong leaders always give credits to their subordinates and getting paid by him or herself alone. That is emotional. They have a strong emotional stability. Whatever happens, what never broke them ever. Now, see, as we talk about intelligence and action-oriented judgment, intelligence and action-oriented judgment. Now, great leaders are smart, make choices, move the group forward. Now, they are on-time decisions making, quick decisions making, on-time decisions making. When they are making a decision that should be on-time decision making, they are going for that. And if you get like a intelligence and action-oriented judgment, they act like an entrepreneur like whenever they see opportunity, they will go for the quick decisions making rather than they wait. They avoid waiting. Whenever they see, if they have 5% possibility of chances of getting profit, so they'll go for it and make quick decisions, because they never go for the consequences. They see for action, they take an action, and then later on they go for they believe, because they are believing that they're 95%, they have positive attitude for the success. So as they are, whenever they always, if the conflict arise inside the organization, they come with a quick solution rather than to make it wait it and for longer and see the biggest disaster. They avoid disaster and make a quick decision, resolve the issues among their co-workers, employees, and inside the organization. Whenever the issue arises, they come up with a quick solution in order to resolve it quickly, because they believe, if that problem shouldn't solve quickly, or that opportunity shouldn't get on time, maybe somebody else will come, he or she will get that opportunity. Or if we didn't resolve the issue quickly, maybe this issue will become bigger and bigger, which create a huge disaster for our organization. So let's go for avoidance. Now, see, as we discussed last time about need for achievement, need for achievement is what strong leaders, the strong leaders have need to success and help group of to achieve the goals. They generally care about their success of the group and committed to help them grow to these to these milestones. Now, see, remember one thing, that effective leaders, strong leaders, they always looking for their employees or subordinates objective too. They always trying to achieve their employees goals, objectives. They believe that if we or make our employees happy, satisfied, motivated, so ultimately our employee will give 100% best to our organization and make that succeed our organization. So always they go for need for achievement. Need for achievement means that they are not only concerning for their organization objective, but they're always concerning for their employees objective too. Like if their employees want to study for further studies, going for further studies, higher studies, they are supporting them to get their higher studies. If anyone wants something else, so ultimately whatever the needs of their employees, they're trying to achieve, they're trying to support on their needs and demands and desires. They are trying to support them in every skill and every stage of their life. What actually that's the best leader perception is. So as we discussed these things in the previous classes, and I said that we will go with the overview. So as we okay now, so then we have this. We discussed that we say that we have a interest theory of leadership, that we have people skill, the excellent people. They have excellent interpersonal skill. Interpersonal skill is what it is. Interpersonal skill, great leaders know about their peoples, about their emotions, about their feeling, about their desire, about their needs and wants. In interpersonal skill, people skill is what to know about your employees, to know about. Now when you know, knowing about your employees, what does it mean? That what does it mean by to know about your employees? When employees, people are working with you, they are coming to work for you. Now, when they are coming to work for you, so they have needs, they have desire, they have expectations. Then they are not coming along. They are coming with along with their expectations, needs, and as well as their families are connected with them. Now, the best leader is that they should connect, he or she should connect with their employees. How they should connect with their employees? By interpersonal communication. Now, interpersonal communication means that there shouldn't be any gap between the employer and employees. Always connected. The gap should be removed. The gap should be removed. Whenever employees are having problem, they can get to the top management easily. They can share their problems easily. What is the duty of top management? The duty of top management is they should listen to the employees problem and listen to the every kind of their situation, their issues, to listen them and try to bring solution for that. So the more they are resolving the issues of the employees, the higher the connectivity of their employer and employees would be. So that will be because the closeness the employer with the employees, the higher performance will be, the higher trust will be, the higher credibility of the employees performance will be affected on organization productivity. That what the people skill is very important. If you are a leader and you don't know about your employees, so sorry for that, you are not a leader. Leader must know about your employees, because as we said that you must have parental leadership style. You must go with a parental leadership. Parental leadership means, like, as a parent, you know about your kids, you know about their desire, what they eat, what they want, what they wear. Every time you're celebrating their festival, their birthday, everything you are doing for your kids. Why you are doing these things? For make their employee, for making them happy, for making them satisfied. If you are looking today for your employee, for your kids, you believe that if I'm looking for my kids today, tomorrow when I become older, my kids will look after me. The same activities that the same activities that the same activities that being a leader, being an effective leader, you have to look after your employees, their needs, their desire, their expectations, their celebration. So everything that you have to look for, that you have to look after their well-being, about their good health. So that will affect on your organization performance. If you're looking about their health, about their well-being, so definitely they will look about your organization well-being. So that is a that so that will help you, support you for your organization growth. Now second, we said discuss that preservedness means that strong leaders stick with it even with things get difficult or group face significant obstacles. Preserve means consistency. Preserve means consistency. Now consistency means that once the leader have established his goal, established his challenge, established once a leader has established his goal, objective, now he or she is stick with that. We stick with it till the end. He should get that objective. Now stick with it. Now till the end. He's sticking with that objective in order. Now resistance, consistency is there. Consistency day and night, 24/7, 24/7 he's thinking about the objective. 24/7 he's thinking about, he every day he assessing himself that whether I'm on the track or not. every day he's assessing his employees, his subordinates, whether they are on the track or not. Now they are working all the time. Persistence is there, that they're comparing their self, comparing their present with the future, comparing their present with the future, where we are, because they have a timeline for their objective, 5 year timeline, 3 years timeline, 2 years timeline. They have a timeline whether we are reaching. They are not only assessing their self, they are also assessing their objective, whether we are on the track, whether we are near to our objective, or how. Now on that, even they are assessing their movement, whether our movements are slow or fast, whether so in how much, if you go with this sort of movement, and how many time and how much time you will get that objective. So that their assessment is that. So preservedness means stick to it. They're sticking to their objective. They're sticking to your goals and working for that and working for that in order to get it and complete it effectively. Now see, next one we have, they have self-confident. Third theory of leadership that say that employees are great employees. They have a self-confidence. Many best leaders are extremely self-assured because they are confident themselves. Followers often being shared their beliefs. Now see that? Now self-confidence. Now see, as we said that effective leaders, how your employees become self-confident too. When a leader has self-confidence in him or herself, automatically that self-confidence will reflect to their followers. Now, if you want your employees to be a self-confident, so you have to be a self-confident. First, you have to be a self-confident. Then your follower, because the followers are who? They are observing you, they are watching you, they are listening you. They are the people who always looking after you. They are the people who always looking at you. So when they are looking at you, it means they are learning from you. That when they are learning, it means that, so if you are a self-confident, so definitely it will reflect on who? It will reflect on your employees, because they are observing you, they are learning from you. So when they are observing, they are learning, that will reflect on their what? On their belief system. The belief system will change. They automatically, they also become a self-confident. But that's why we say that effective leader, strong leader, they have self-confidence on their self, they're achieving the objective. They all, as I said, that they never think negative. They always positive, optimistic. Their nature is what? Optimistic. Now see, take a task competency. Task competency. See, a great leader is a skilled and capable. Members of the group are able to look the leaders as an example of how things should be done. Task competency. Great leader, effective leader, having ability to perform any task effectively. Task competency means performing the task effectively. Task competency means, again I'm repeating, the performing the task effectively with efficient, and it becomes an example for other employees. Now as we discussed that and previously we said that whenever you are assigning a task to your employees, first make sure your employees should understood the task. Now, after understanding them about the task, you must observe them, monitor them till the end of the accomplishment of the till the end of the completion the task. Now, see, as we said, difference between the managers and leaders are what? The look difference between managers and leaders is that managers are avoiding to dirt their hands. Managers are avoiding to dirt their hands. Now leaders are jumping to the dirt, jumping into the dirt. Now what does it mean that? One is avoiding, another is jumping. Now see, what does it mean by dirting your hand and avoiding how and jumping to the, what does it mean by jumping? Okay, now what does it mean by, what does it, okay, my voice is low, so maybe concept, if you my voice is increased, so respond me yes, good or bad. Okay, now what does it mean by task competency? Now, task competency means that employee, like I said, being a leader, effective leader, having task competency, that are able to complete able to complete the task effectively. Now, this look, being a leader, if you are a leader, you are a future leader. You must know about the task completion. You must have the capability to accomplish the task effectively. As we discussed, that a leader must know his or her role and responsibility, and as well as the other roles and responsibilities. Now, if you want to be a leader, if you must, you this is your double duty. First duty is that you must know your own role or responsibility, what is your duty, and plus you also know your employees, their role or responsibility, their task too. That because whenever they're stuck in the problem, so definitely they look forward for you, they're looking forward for you that in order to help them. So being an effective leader, you must have task competency to accomplish the task effectively, accurately, on time. Because leaders, Tamim, don't do. Leaders are a role model, or they are an example for their followers, because they are watching. If you did well, they are watching you. They are watching and learning. They are watching and learning. Whenever your employees are stuck in the problem, being a leader, you have to jump up, jump and teach them how that problem will be solved. Now, jumping up into the problem and solving the problem is, it means that you are jumping in the dirt, jumping in dirt, and you will follow up, and dumping in dirt and everything, your body, your because you are involving yourself, completely involving. Now, stay out of the dirt means that when a managers manage always from a very far side, when from the very from the back side of the matter, they just give a guidance, but they never involving themselves into the problem solving, only giving the guidance. That what the task competency means. So as we last 2 points we have, that is, last 2 points we have trustworthiness and understanding their followers and their needs. Now, what is that trustworthiness? A group members need to able to depend upon and trust the persons leading them. Now, trustworthiness, the most important among all the leadership style, the most important, that's the trustworthiness, means able to be trusted. A leader must be able, a leader must be trusted. Now, how you can develop your trust on your employees, or how your employees should trust on you, that now, look, there's two ways. There must be mutual trust. There must be mutual trust. Being a leader and follower, there should be a mutual trust. If there is one-sided, it will not work. Trust should be mutually. Now, how you can develop the trust, how you can say that, how you believe, how your employees should trust on you, simple as that. When you share your information, when you are sharing with every kind of situation with the employees, and when you are guiding, when you are involving them in decision making, when you are looking for their suggestions, when you are telling them about the new opportunities that you are looking for, when you are, whatever comes in your mind, you are working, you are sharing with them. So sharing the information, interpersonal communication, the more your interpersonal communication is stronger, the higher the trust level will be there. The more your interpersonal, the less your interpersonal communication will be there, the higher the gap will be there, and the trust level will be very low. Now, if you want to be a trustworthiness, if you want to be a trustworthiness, you have to be close enough to your employees. Okay, now it's a little bit disconnected. Okay, now if you want to be a trustworthiness, if you want to be, so you have to close yourself with your employees. Now, how to close yourself to employees? Understand them, communicate with them, have a link with them, try to celebrate their festivals, celebrate their birthdays, and go to your home, go to their homes. Sometime of your employees, call them for your for lunch, for dinner, for celebrate a small achievements. So that will make connectivity, make you close enough to your employees. So that what the trust, that will be trust, develop a trust. Now, many leaders who are avoiding to share the information, many leaders, they are avoiding to share the information with their members. So that's why employees were looking for another jobs. That's why people are turnover employees are high, organization performances decline, productivity decline, profitability is declined. So only the thing is that when there is no, when their trust level is a low, automatically it will affect on organization productivity, performance, and as well as on employees retention. So trustworthiness is the highest, this, we give highest point to the trustworthiness, because when you're hiring employees, when you're recruiting employees, why you are recruiting employees? Recruiting employees means you're trusting them. Recruiting employees means trusting them. So if you are trusting them, so then why you are hiding the information then? That the question is that. So that's why you have to share every sort of information. So see, when you share that, so definitely it will help you. Definitely they will close to you. So definitely they
Pera
will lead you.
Ram Chan Budam
Now, next point we have, that is a understanding their followers and their needs. As we discussed that the best leader, effective leaders, that they pay attention to group members, generally care about helping them to succeed, and they want each person in the group succeed and and, and succeed and play a role in moving the entire group forward. Now, see, generally, effective leaders generally they are looking forward for their employees, generally about their growth, about their growth and their success, and wanted to, because their growth and success, they believe their growth and success will contribute a lot to their organization to make it forward in their organization's success. As these are characteristic, these are traits which the traits theory of leadership suggested, these characteristics that a leader must have these characteristics. On the basis of these characteristics, we can evaluate successful leader and as well as unsuccessful leader. So if someone is having any characteristics, if someone is having these characteristics, among these characteristics any characteristic is having, so it means he is successful. If someone is they are not following these characteristics, the opposite of these, so he is unsuccessful, as this theory is suggested. So as we this is a theory, as these characteristic is suggested for to become a successful or effective leader. If you want to be successful, if you want to be effective leaders who follow these characteristics, because as they say that these characteristics are not made, not no one can learn this characteristic, as this theory said that these characteristics are unable to learn, these are born with. Okay, now so moving on, as now. Okay, guys, we will have a 5 minutes break.
Salam alaikum,
Alaikum
sir.
assalam, sir.
Fine. Uh, okay, fine. Thank you guys for your passion today. Okay, now, let's start with the behavioral theory of a leadership. As the first theory was illustrated that leaders are born, not made. Now, after that, a behavioral theory of leadership came to exist, and they rejected the third theory of a leadership. They say that anyone can be a leader. You, me, he, she, anyone. Behavioral leadership theory argues that the success of a leader is based on behavior rather than their natural attributes. Say that what? What he said? What that the scholars said? They said that the behavioral leadership theory argues that success of a leader is based on their behavior rather than on their natural attributes. It means that behavior, your attitude, the moment you start, the moment you said that I'm a leader, as behavior theory said that, the moment you say that, the moment you condition your mind that I'm a leader, you are a leader. You are a leader. So to say that the behavior theory of leadership, okay, as we said, that behavioral theory of a leadership. When you talk about behavior theory of a leadership, this theory argues that success of a leader is based on their behavior rather than natural attributes. Now, natural attributes is this natural attribute means is giving to a signal to the traits theory of a leadership. It means that leaders are not born, leaders are made to. So that's why it's giving a signal to that attributes, the theory which we have studied recently. Like I said, it is not depending on natural attributes of any person who came with the born with a loss of qualities or characteristics. It doesn't mean that a person is born with the qualities. So no, this perception is not acceptable. So I say that behavioral leadership theory involves observing, evaluating leadership action. Is what observing and evaluating leadership action behavior when we are responding specific situation. So behavioral leadership theory gives that with the help of observation, if you want to be a leader, with the help of observation, you can evaluate the leaders' actions and their behaviors when they respond to specific situation. Simple as that. It means that we can learn leadership style. We can be a leader. Now see, if we want to be a leader, who is our ideal leader? Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is one of the ideal leader for us. He was, he is, he will be. Simple as that. If you want to be an effective leader, so we just follow the Sirat al-Nabi. Learn about that. Learn about the life of Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. We learn the life of him. Now, when we learn about him, so definitely we start adopting, because that is a complete sample for us. We start adopting. We start observing. We're reading and observing. We're reading and observing and evaluating how our Prophet, peace be upon him, faced the situation, how he dealt with such kind of situation. Now we're learning that. Now we evaluate, we observed with the help of observation, with the help of our reading, and we see, we observe and evaluate and make picturizing how he handled the situation. So we're trying to that. We're trying and following. So definitely we will be an effective leader. Our Prophet, peace be upon him, is one of the effective leaders. He was, he is, and he will be. He's a real role model for all humanity. So if you want to be an effective leader, we follow the life of our Prophet, peace be upon him. We will be an effective leader. So even if we adopt one or two characteristics, our life will change. Follow one or two characteristics in our life. Not all. We are unable. I know we are unable to follow that. Only if we adopt only one quality or two qualities, if we condition in our life will be changed. That's what behavior theory said. That we can be an effective leader, but you have to study, you have to see, you have to observe, you have to interact with all those effective leaders to whom you want to be. Then you will learn. Now we get with the help of learning. One, we have formal learning or informal learning. Formal learning with the help of books, biographies of others, which help us to change our self-personality. Informal learning with the help of our observation. We observe, we evaluate, observe. With the help of observe, we learn. We see what that person is doing, how he or she is acting, what that person is handling that situation, only observing that. For some people, see, They're looking to their fathers, then observing their father, that how their father is solving the situation. For some people say they are following their fathers, their mothers. They are observing them, that how they, because they observe how their father and mother dealing this situation, and they start learning. See, this theory is believed that leaders are made. What is the belief of this theory is? Leaders are made, not born. Now see, proponents of this theory. Proponents means that the developers. Proponents means the developers. Proponents means the developers of this theory. Those people who develop behavior theory. They suggest that anyone can be effective leader. Anyone can be effective. Anyone can be an effective leader if they are able to learn and implement the certain behavior. Only the thing is that able to learn and implement the certain behavior. Learn and implement. Learn and implement. You will be an effective leader. Now learn whatever you observe an effective leader. You're learning that. You're learning and using that leadership again. You're learning and using back to inside the organization, implementing it. That's what you will learn. Whatever you learn, you're implementing. Whatever you learn, you're implementing. So automatically it becomes in your condition. It becomes in your nature. So you will be an effective leader. You will be an effective leader too. So see, this theory promotes an idea. This theory promotes an idea. What sort of idea this promotes? This theory promotes an idea of what? That all leaders are capable of learning and developing through adopting beneficial behavior and performing them in their workplace. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyone can be a leader. If you want to be an effective leader, just follow the effective qualities of a leader. Adopt it, learn it, and implement it inside your workplace. Inside your workplace. Now see, those skills which is beneficial behavior. Beneficial behavior means which is effective, which will be effective for your organization, for you. Beneficial, not those skills follow which you think that these are the characteristics will help out my organization to perform to my organization, or if I follow these characteristics, it will help out my employees to perform well. It will help out to be in 1 month or 1 year. If I follow this kind of characteristic in my organization, in 1 month, I believe my organization performance will be double. So that behavior theory of leadership, if promote this idea. Now see, it also encourages who? Behavior theory of leadership encourages leaders to be self-aware of their behavior, to recognize how it affects the productivity and morale of the team. Behavior theory of leadership, it gives you the awareness, it gives you a chance to you being a leader is give you a chance to evaluate yourself, to assess yourself. What are the strengths and weaknesses that you have? What are the skills that you have that which is effective for your organization? Now it gives you an awareness that assess yourself. What are the characteristics you have? What are the good points that you have? What are the bad points you have? The good points that you have, it is affecting on your organization performance, or the bad point is also affecting on your organization performance or not. So if the points are affecting, or if these characteristics are affecting on your organization positively or negatively, you have to evaluate yourself. You have to observe yourself. Now after observing yourself, you will have the ability to analyze yourself, that what are the strengths I have and what are the weaknesses that I have. Now you can convert your weakness to the strength. Now, in order to make your organization productivity increase, and as well as you increase your morale of your employees too. That what behavior theory give you this chance, this opportunity that you can assess yourself according. Now, why we are assessing ourselves? Why we go to assess yourself? Now, because sometimes we are following wrong styles. Sometimes because employees are having expectations from us. Our employees are having expectations from us. So they are looking, they have expectations, they're looking toward us. They're expecting something. So if we are opposite of their expectations, so definitely it will affect on their morale. If we are going along with their expectations, if we are following same as they expected, so they definitely their morale will increase rather than to decrease. When their morale are increased, so actually productivity of organization also increase. Now the best leader is that who follow their employees' expectations, their employees' needs and wants and what they need, how they want to see me, how they want to see me, how they want to see my behavior. Now ask from your employees, what sort of behavior, how you want to evaluate myself. Now ask from your employees, evaluate myself. Give rate to my behavior. And when and 10, how much marks you're giving me, my behavior. Now from that you can analyze yourself that whether my behavior is good, bad, worse, or even or better. From that you can analyze that. So unless and until if you won't analyze your behavior, if you won't assess your behavior, you're not having appropriate behavior for employees. But being an effective leader, you must have passion, tolerance. Now passion, tolerance, why you have passion and tolerance, as I said, because when you assess yourself on your employees, maybe some will say with bad things to you, but you must have tolerance. Tolerance what? Because of positivity, because they said that leaders, effective leaders always go with the positiveness. They always have, they think goodness, they have learning attitude. They never look to negativity. Whatever comes, any sort of situation comes, whatever comes in their life, they always say we are learning that, always passing a smile and having a positive attitudes. And they say that we are working and we are working for development, we're working for growth. That's why I say that they're all the time learning. We have some sort of types of behavioral leadership. We have number one, people-oriented leaders. People-oriented leaders. Number two, task-oriented leaders. Number three, participative leaders. Number four, status quo leaders. Number five, indifferent leaders. Dictatorial leaders. Country club leaders. Sound leaders. Opportunistic leaders. The last one, parentalistic leaders. Now, all of you guys, listen to me carefully. Atiq, Faisal, Feroz, Harun, Jamila, Ansef,
Yes, sir.
Maniza, Muhammad Abbas. All of you guys listen. After that,
Okay, sir.
these type of leadership, I'll just go through one by one. I will not teach. So you have to read. I'll just point out anyone to explain that. Number one, people-oriented leader. Now you have only 2 minutes. Read it out, understand yourself, and I'll call one of you explain. Randomly, I'll just pick one of you and to explain it. Okay, Mukhtar, go ahead.
I think task-oriented leaders, they generally focus on the task, on the duty, on their objective to
Mm-hmm.
just achieve the objective, not on the people. They
Mm-hmm.
just focus on the task, and at the end of the day, they just want the results. Like the objective should be gained at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
no matter what, no matter how. And sometimes they use their power to enforce the employees to do the job as he wants.
Okay. So do you think this task-oriented leadership will be effective for employees to perform?
No, not at all. It
Are you
doesn't work.
are you in the favor of that?
Nope.
No. So you're not in the favor of task-oriented leaders because
No,
it will
it
be
doesn't work.
exploit the rights of the people.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Haji Naveed. Haji Naveed, you want to? Haji Naveed.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Come. Let's add up your point of view. It will be very appreciated.
Sir, I don't have ideas.
Okay. You don't have an idea. You haven't studied that. Okay. Uh, moving on. Jamila.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Come on. Did you got the point of task-oriented leaders?
A little bit, sir.
Okay. Come on. Explain that. Whatever you got, whatever little got, explain that.
An organization they wants their goals, so they
Okay. Good. Good.
uh, I don't
Okay. Fine. So let's Muhib say. Well, Muhib Karimi. Muhib Karimi. Over to you.
I think, sir, the task-oriented leader is when they set a goals for the organizations, they solve the task coming, even if it is difficult for the organization that solve the task, but they solve the task with the teams.
Mm-hmm.
Leader without team is not leader, I think.
Mm-hmm. So leader
This
without
is the
team.
all.
Yeah, leader without the team is not a leader. So it means that structure. So what do you think the task oriented is? And it means that as environment is structured. It means structured means everything is fixed, is clear. Everything the structure is clear. The design is clear. The task, the role responsibility is clear. That everything is clear. So do you think it will be effective on employees that only looking for the task as a leader? If you as a leader, it will be good to look only the task rather than the people needs and wants and desires and their expectations. Yes, Mohib?
I think, sir, the goals for the leader is the one of the I think what should I say, that it is the first thing that think about that things,
Uh-huh.
about
Yes.
the goals. The
Mm-hmm.
very the very first one is goals. Goals
Uh-huh.
is important for the leaders.
Uh-huh. Okay, fine. Munaza, you want to say something? Okay, fine. Now let's move to the next one that is about, as we said, a task-oriented leaders. Task-oriented leaders are primarily focused on setting goals. Look, organizations are setting their goals. Most leaders, it doesn't mean that everyone should follow this step of leaders because it is depend on the nature of the people. It depend on the nature of any leader. It's depend on their nature, how their nature, because these styles all depend on the personality of a leader. According to personality, they follow that some sort of action that they go with the types. Like say the task-oriented leaders, they are highly focused on goal setting. They are ignoring their completely what the customer, what the employees wants and their desire, whatever their, but they only focus on that, or only final focus on that to achieve the task, to get the task, whatever happens. But we don't forget about that, but our ultimate objective is to get a job done. That's it. So we in here we then here the task oriented ignores everything, employees' expectations, desire, completely their needs, and sometimes they have problems in that, so they're ignoring that. But they see that our mainly focus is task. If you get a task, that is get a task, done it for us. That is most important. Your family, your emotions, your social life, that's not important for us. That's what task oriented leaders are focused. So see, next we have participative leaders. Now read out participative leaders. Moheb, you want to say something? Okay, fine. Read out participative leaders. Those who done, just raise your hand. Okay, now who is ready? Yes, Moheb, you want to say? Okay, that this time we'll take it. Muhammad Abbas. Abbas. Muhammad Abbas. Yes.
Yes, sir. So sorry, I don't have idea.
Okay, you don't have an idea for that. Okay, so we will look at to somebody else. Okay, Mansoor Hosseini. Yes, Mansoor Hosseini. Mansoor Hosseini. Mansoor Hosseini. Okay, Atiqullah Khasraw.
Yes, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Participative leaders are sharing the goals, results with all the and hears the voice of every team member
Mm-hmm.
to get the result by the team lead.
Okay, very good. Yeah, get the
And
result and a team. Yeah, they collaborate. Leaders sharing their view to with the members, getting the view of their members. And both sides, from employer side as well as from employee side, and both sides, informations are shared, suggestions are shared, the feedbacks are shared, and and from that portion, they both can analyze the strength and the weakness of their organization and as well as their employees. So according to that, they assign the task leaders because they know anyone, everyone. They will analyze, they will see and observe who is competent, who is less competent. And when the communication is done, and inside the communication, inside the sharing ideas, people will evaluate it, that who is the best one, who is the worst one, who is the middle one, mediocre one, and who has low competency. So on the basis of that, they can distribute the task and they're going for accomplishments. So participative leaders is the one who always, who the one who whenever he's making decision, he's not making decision on his own hand. He always participate, he always contribute the ideas and suggestions of other members. Then at last he will come up with the conclusion, or with the last he come up with the a common perspective of all members and one
yeah,
action.
I think it is the best way to achieve the goal of the organization because all the team have their ideas and share their experience.
Very good. Yeah, is the best way. Are you agree with that? Do you want to do you like to follow the participative leaders? You like it?
Yeah, it's good to know the idea of every team member.
Okay, it means that you love participative leader, yeah?
Yeah, sir.
So it means that you want to condition this participative leader in your life if you want to be in a future in a leader.
Yes, I think it's good to know the idea of hold the team, not to direct the team our own desire and wishes.
It means that you are ready to hear your every employee's voice.
Yes, yes, sir. I think it is the best practice.
Okay, very good, excellent, appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. So let's move on to the next one. That is status quo leaders. A little bit a tricky comes. A tricky comes. Status quo leaders. Status quo. Read out status quo leader. Whoever get the point of status quo, just raise your hand.
Status quo leaders, I think, this types of this type of leaders, they actually concentrate and value both the people and the
Mm-hmm.
goal or objective. They say,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the employees should be satisfied as well as the job should be done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they inspire and they motivate their employees. Like whenever the employees need something, the
Mm-hmm.
leader provide them like immediately to solve
Mm-hmm.
their problem and to meet their needs and requirements. So the job
Uh-huh.
will be done in a cost-effective way, and the employees will be
Yes, sir.
happy as well.
Okay.
So the employees give full effort to
Mm-hmm.
fulfill the mission,
Mm-hmm.
fulfill the job, and the organization will be successful.
Yeah, of course. So, yes, thank you, Mukhtar. Manisha, Manisha, come on. Okay, uh, Harun. Okay. Okay, let's move on again. The status quo leaders. Status quo leaders make effort to prioritize both. Means prioritize means they're giving importance to both. They're giving importance to both means they're highly concerned for productivity of employees, productivity of employees, productivity of both productivity and employee satisfaction. It means that for them both are highly concerned. Prioritize means prioritizing highly concerning for them. They ensuring that they ensure that all tasks are finished on time while also provide support and encouragement of their team members. Status quo leaders are typically meet the needs of their team without going above or beyond their expectations. Now, say simple as that. Status quo leaders, they're focusing on both. They make their employees happy and as well as they achieve the objective. Their mainly concern is that if we want to, if you want our productivity, if you want to get the objective done, if you want to get the target done, but we must have to focus on employees satisfaction, their satisfaction, their needs, their desires, their expectations. We have to focus on that. But their satisfaction, their needs will give us a highly it will will help us to achieve our objective on time. That what status quo leaders focus. They're saying that we have to, if we want to get objective, but for that we need to focus on employees. But ultimately, that employees, when you focus on their well-being, their desire, their expectation, their satisfaction, automatically employee will focus on the productivity of organization. So when you satisfy your employees, automatically they will satisfy your needs too. So that's why they're focusing on such kind of, they balance two of them. So next we have that is indifferent leaders.
Sir,
Yes, yes, Harun, you want to say something?
yes, sir. Sir, I think it's about carefully. Yes, sir. I think it is about. Yes, sir. Sir, one thing is about this leadership. So it's about. I think carefully keeping
Uh-huh.
everything neat.
Uh-huh. Good, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sir,
Good.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
Thank you. Yes, sir. And it is about doing everything not to upset the
Mhm.
way things and are doing nothing to change them.
All right. Yeah, good. They are not going for make their employees to upset or dissatisfy. They want their employees to satisfy, and ultimately, with the satisfaction of their employees, they get their job done. Actually, they believe if our employees are happy, so they perform well, like this, because in that way, and they take both of it. Now, next we have uh, that indifferent leaders, so indifferent leaders do not prioritize interaction or communication with their team. Now read out this and we will have discussion on that. Yes, Mukhtar, go ahead.
Yeah, and different leaders, like this type of leaders, they are just like somebody, some irresponsible leader. They act like big bosses. They
Mhm.
just want the job to be done. They don't interact. They don't communicate with the team. They don't jump in the dirt. They don't even look at that dirt. They just tell the team members that go do this job, and all the, what they say, all the incentives and uh,
Uh-huh.
what's that?
Yeah, all the
All
incentives,
the
bonuses will not be given, but they say that you have to perform the job, and even they are not contributing their view, their outcomes, how they perform well, whether they perform well or not, where they have efficiency, where they have deficiency, where they have like point, where they have negative point, but they never share that. But they only see that the job should be done, that they never contribute any kind of information with them.
yeah, the goal should be achieved, and
Uh-huh.
no
Yeah.
problem will be considered.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, it is do the job, achieve the goal,
Huh?
and end it by my name.
Yeah, ended by my name. It means that the credit goes to one person, not the whole team.
Yep.
Indifferent leaders means the one who are always looking for credits, who always looking for the credits. They're getting the credit. They always go for the credit leaders, or we have that they always believe that I have done these things rather than my team members have done, because they never prioritize, never share information. Only them, only assigning the task that you have to done this. That's it. They're not sharing why you are assigning the task, how you are assigning the task. No role or responsibility, but just giving the task done. That's it. Only from the far away, from the backside, they just observe that how the task is doing, whether it's a task is doing according to plan or not. That's it. So that actually the theme of this indifferent leader is to get the credits, only to get the credits up to the top management. That's it. Next, we have then we have that dictatorial leaders. Dictatorial leaders, everyone knows that dictatorial leaders. Now read out dictatorial leaders. Dictatorship. You know, Hitler. Have you heard about the name of Hitler? Yeah, dictatorial leaders in Afghanistan. Do we have dictatorship? We had,
Yeah,
we had Atiqullah. We had dictator.
we have.
We only have theft ships, sir.
No, we. All right. Did we have this dictatorship? Yeah, yeah, we had, yeah, we had. Okay, now just read out. So dictatorial leaders. Frozen.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Dictatorial leader are not good because right now we have in many organizations that the dictatorial leaders are doing only their own way and having putting pressure on their employees to achieve the organization goal. The organization goal may be achieved, but not successfully because the employee are not صوت أزيادهم رفتگم
Yeah, the فرسيبك مشكلة
رضایت ندارن رضایت نداره از رئیس خود
مش
و
نفس
کاملا
dissatisfaction dissatisfaction.
yeah dissatisfaction yeah sorry
Mhm.
dissatisfaction so the employees don't like their leaders because they do the dictator system so that's why I don't like the dictatorial leaders or the dictatorists.
Frozen. I have a question with you.
Yes
I
sir.
have a question from you. Have you experienced dictatorial leaders?
Yeah,
Experience.
right now in my organization and my manager is doing like the same, which is explaining in our lesson or lecture.
Okay, do you, I know, are you satisfied? I'm sure you're not satisfied with that kind of leadership, right?
Yes, yes,
So
sir.
ultimately, the consequence is you guys getting your job done on time. You know, you achieve your objective. Is it right?
We are achieving, but we are not happy with our job, and we are not happy to have that dictatorial leader.
Okay, means that a dictatorial have the good point is that they can achieve the job, they can achieve their objective on time. But the negative point is that the members that who are achieving, they are not satisfied, they are not happy with the,
Yes, sir.
yeah, they're not happy. That was the, okay, that the great examples, and thank you very much for you for contributing your experience. Thank you, thanks a lot
Thank you, sir.
that you are giving your
You're
experience
welcome.
that. So as we said, dictatorial leaders, they, you know, they want what they, you know, they desire what they want, whatever their desire, they wanted to achieve that, but they get their objective, they get their objective. Ultimately, they put a lot of pressurize their employees, put their stress. Burnout means stress. Burnout and dissatisfaction is not spite. Burnout means under the stress. They put a lot of stress on their employees to get the job done. Employees are getting the job done. But ultimately, what is the negative? Where the point is, employees are not happy to perform. They are dissatisfied. They are not happy. They are not happy. They are just looking for switching the job, just looking for to leave the organization because such kind of organization, such kind of behavior will killing them from inner side because no one can listen them. They just doing the job, just performing the job. Only what the leader said they perform. What the leader said they perform, but no one can listen. Listening is the most important. Their inner feelings will be, you know, their inner feelings kept silent. Now it's unable to listen. Why? So that's why dictatorial leader is it's good. It's good for achieving the objective, but ultimately you will lose. You will lose people. You will lose your employees. You will lose your main power. You will lose the capabilities of your employees, which is bad for the organization. Good for you, but bad for the organization. So now we have a few things, few ones we have remaining. Only two more leadership styles are remaining in behavior. Just now see country club leaders. Now read out country club leaders. Okay, country club leaders and sound leaders. 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 Khan Sahib. Khan Sahib. Khan Sahib, can you hear me? Yes, Mukhtar, go ahead with country club leader.
Country club leaders, they mainly value their team members. They say, whatever happens, I'm going to support my team members. They're the most important uh, thing in my organization. They're the most important ones. So if maybe sometimes the job is done wrong or some problem may happen, but they don't care. They just motivate and inspire their team members, and they say, and provide them whatever they need, and motivate
Okay.
them to do the job well, maybe next time or the next one.
Mhm.
So the only focus of them is on their people, and their people will love the leader and will
Mhm.
back him up, like
Mhm.
always be on his back and support
Mhm.
him. There will be a two-way support, forth and back.
Okay. Yes.
That's how they can create loyalty, and the organization will be successful.
Yes. So it means that the country club leaders are following the employees' happiness, right? And level of satisfaction.
Yes.
And they believe that
Yeah.
employees are happy and satisfied. So if we give them comfortable and well-being environments, so ultimately they will perform well.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
so that's why it means that when we give happiness, when we respect them, so ultimately the trust level and loyalty will be built up. So which will help us organization to perform with the extraordinary. Yes. Uh, Anybody else who want to add up with the country club? Manija? Manisha. Is it Manisha? Atiqullah Khusraw. Yeah. Atiqullah Khusraw,
Yeah,
go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
I was just asking, what is the difference between country club leaders and sound leaders? They are just showing very near to each other.
Uh-huh. Look, the question is that what is difference between the country club leaders and what the other leaders? So every leadership style have attributions that have like attributes or characteristics we have. So some leadership styles having the attributes or the characteristic and somehow is similar, but in something it's different. At one point it's different or somehow it's similar, but goodness always have similarities. Look, see, the good points always have similarities. The bad points have no similarities. The good points always having similarity with others. Got it? Good,
Yes,
the good
I
points.
was.
Because in a human, if you have a good quality, so definitely other person also good quality. So the good points always have similarity with other characteristics.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Uh, let's move on to the next one. That is country sound leaders. Now see sound leaders. Talk about sound leaders. Sound leaders. Sound leadership is considered the most effective type of leadership. However, it's typically difficult to practically implement. Sound leaders are equally prioritize productivity and team morale. They value their team members, set the achieve goals, and deliver high quality of result. Now, sound leader is one thing that is a difficult. It is difficult to have. It's difficult to have high productivity and high morale of your employees. Now, both it's very as we can say as we previously discussed about that to make a balance between morality and productivity, you have to but in a mediocre level, in a mediocre level, as we previously one of leadership style we discussed, in a matter level only in a up to the lower level we can go with a balance to balance. But expectation high level achievements and high level productivity and high level result, and both or it means that outstanding and mostly is undesirable undesirable result that you're expecting, that's difficult. Now you will expect it middle level, but up to high level is completely is different, difficult. Now sound leaders is expectations both. We can say that high level productivity and as well as high level of employees morale. It means employees or morale is very high, they never have complaint, zero complaint or zero defect in the in the productivity of employees. Now it's difficult to have such kind of situation, because it's possible only in dream, but in practical it's not possible, because we will have some problems or issues or there, but we cannot say there is no error, we cannot say there is 100% everything is good, we cannot say everything 100% is good. We never go with 100% because there is somehow 70%, 80% or but we never say 100% should be everything should be best, 100 productivity and as well as employees. Sound leaders say that every 100% productivity and 100% morale of employees, no zero defect. So it's very difficult to have such kind of zero defect or zero zero defect or high level productivity of employees. Their performance is very difficult to get. So that what sound leaders is illustrated. Now moving on, this last two, opportunistic leaders and parentalistic leaders. Opportunistic leaders, leaders are opportunistic. Opportunistic leaders are those who, according to situation, they change themselves. As they see the particular situation is changing, they change themselves. Like for they, according to the situation, according to the market, according to the needs of the people, according to the whatever the people demand, whatever the situation is changing. For example, he is working in one organization. In one organization, he observes the people, the needs and desire, and the complete the culture of that organization. According to the culture of that organization, he adopting his leadership style. Now, when he leaves that organization and switching to another one, again he observing that situation too. According to that situation, he just making himself conditioning has leadership. Now, opportunistic leaders means that wherever he got the benefit, whatever what he was just go through the styles of the leaders. Now, wherever he has the benefits beneficial for him to stay there for a longer time, he's following that leadership style. Now that's called opportunistic leaders. According to the goal, according to objective, according to project, he's changing his lead styles continuously in order to succeed, in order to stay for a longer time. Changing himself according to situation. As situations are changing, he also change himself. It means that person is adaptable and as well as adaptable and as well as flexible leaders. Has qualities one, adaptable and as well as flexible. He's never standing in one style. He's changing himself continuously and adopting the new things, new situation, new personality in order to fit that environment. Next, we have parentalistic leaders. Parentalistic leaders, we have this leader styles strive to be strained but fair. Strain means a little bit tough. Strain means tough but fair. Your father is looking for your father. Look, a father and child relationship. So see, first observe a father and child relationship. Now see your father. See you observe your father. Observe your mother. How has her relationships with you? He's very caring for you. He's very looking after your needs, of your desire, what you expect. Yeah, all the time looking for you, for your well-being, for your celebration, for your birthday, everything they're looking for you in order for your well-being. Now every time, sometimes if you make a mistake, so it will be strained with you. Means strain, he will give you a tough time or give you like punishing you or giving you, but still he will not have a bad behavior. Like he will not have any bad behavior at all. So if you did something good, he will reward you, give you reward or incentive bonus. He'll give you reward, appreciated you for your good behavior, appreciated you for wrong behavior, punishing you. That's parental is what, who always guide you, who motivate you, who always give you guidance, who teach you proper things, who guide your practical life, tell you like what to do, what not to do, how to achieve your objective. So that's what the parental leadership style is all about. Like a parents, as you observe your parents, now see your parents, their behavior. So that's about their, see your parents behavior, the same, see your parents behavior as your parents behave. So that's similarly that the parental leadership style is all about. So that's what we have all about leadership, behavioral leadership, and theory of leadership, as we discussed. And theory of leadership, that's these are the characteristics which is naturally born with the people. As we discussed with the behavioral leadership theory, we said that no, leaders are not born, leaders are made too. You can be a leader, you can be effective leader, but with the help of, when you help of your learning, observation, practical, then observation, learning, reading, formal learning, informal learning, you can change yourself. You can make your leadership, you can change your leadership style, or you can be a good leader with the help of your learning. So that's all for today we have. So for you guys, you have assignment. Assignment is that for you guys, you have assignment. The assignment is that if you want to be a successful leader, what are the characteristics you want to adopt it? Elaborate with appropriate justification. Elaborate with appropriate justification means that whatever the leadership style that you are looking for. Now, don't say that, don't see, observe yourself first, self-assess yourself, what are the qualities you have. According to your qualities, select the leadership. That you said why you selected this leader, so why you want to be like that, why you want to this leadership style. If that leadership style will make you succeed, why, how it make you succeed, how you will be. Now you have to elaborate with the help of example, give them, explain that if you follow this leadership style, so what are the benefits that you will get. So that will be a handwritten assignment. Handwritten means that learn from different sides, from different places, you have to learn that, and plus write in your own words. I hope it's clear. Mukhtar?
Yes, sir.
It's clear? Assignment is clear?
Only like, should we select from the styles that you studied?
No, it should be selected by, oh yeah, these, whatever we studied, the styles, the behavior traits, or the, the behavior and traits theory that we have studied. So select from that, whatever you want. So according to that, see, first you see that whether that fits in you or not. So which leadership style fits in you, and which leadership style that you want to fit in yourself. So once you see that that's fit me, so once you wanted to see that, yes, if I get this opportunity, if I get this style, it will help me to be succeeded in my organization.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else having question? Atiqullah, Al-Khasraw, Frozen?
No
Yes,
question.
sir.
Okay,
I have a question.
anyone who's having questions, so kindly, please.
Yes.
Okay. Harun, I've got a question for the assignment base.
Sorry,
Sir,
sir.
thank you.
I have a
Understood
chapters
clearly.
that I should study.
Okay, Manisha?
No, sir.
Yeah, Manisha, now I got you. Now your voice is coming. When I'm calling you, okay, then we will end up in here. Our chapter number 2 is finished in here, up to here. So then we will moving on. So next class, in the next class, we will have our chapter number 3. We will start. That is motivation. That will be motivation. The chapter number 3 will be on the base of employee motivation. That's all for today. Thanks for your passion. Thanks for you to being here. And thanks a lot for your time. Thanks a lot. See you, inshallah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. Of course, yeah, Muhammad, put it inside the, I've already put inside the the portal. So I'll again upload it with the help of the video. Thank you, guys. See you, inshallah, in the next class. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Have a good
Yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. Take care of your health, and pray for me. I'm going tomorrow. Pakistan, so best pray for me.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz.